Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the Cube 360 degree camera. This camera was sent to me from Gearbest. They provided this to me for review, but it will no way influence my review at all. I will give you both the pros and the cons and let you decide whether or not it's something that can fit the bill. And speaking of bill, this is probably the cheapest 360 degree camera that you could get into. It is only $75.45 with free shipping. I went ahead and provided the link in the description box below. So this setup came in this box right here. Kind of a no-name kind of thing, but if you dig a little bit, it is made by Soocoo. S-O-O-C-O-O is the manufacturer of this camera as far as I can tell. Now, it came with a lot of crap. Even if the camera was total crap, let me tell you, you get a lot of stuff with it. You get a user manual, you get a cleaning cloth, you get a lot of GoPro compatible connectors. Look at all of these. Look at that. These GoPro, all these connectors are kind of, could get kind of pricey. And let me tell you, they would add up to $75 kind of quick. But look at all this stuff. Pretty amazing how much stuff they give you. They also give you a USB to micro USB charging cable. And they give you this case. Almost forgot stickers to help affix some of these mounts, and it looks like a extra metal cable, so if the sticker were to give out or whatever, this cable could help secure it even further so you don't lose it. Going around the physical attributes of this camera really quick, you can see the top is the lens. It can see 360 degrees, and it can see basically from 10 degrees below the horizon here, so it's 190 degrees this way, 360 degrees this way, all at once. You have a microphone, you have a little indicator light power, and it lights up red, and when it's recording it blinks red. You have your power button here, you have your Wi-Fi button here, because that's the way you communicate with this, and you have your play button right there, so play and then stop. In this compartment right here, you could put a micro SD card. It could hold up to, or it can handle up to 32 gigabytes, or yeah, gigabyte card there. You got your micro USB charging port, and that's all this does is charge. It doesn't actually transfer data. And there's a little hole right there for reset. You have a 1/4-inch tripod socket right here, and that's really it. This is the battery's internal. It's not meant to come out. You have some venting holes right here. I think you could almost see through there sometimes. So if there were a battery issue, it would vent. It would explode or anything like that. So really, that's everything with the camera. Now this camera has a resolution of 1280 by 1024 and records up to 28 frames a second. It records in .ts format. It's H.264 compression, and this while you're charging it, you could still use it. So you know, even if your battery were dead, if you were to actually plug this into a power source, it can function while it's charging if you had to. The battery inside here lasts a long time. 1300 milliamp hours. It gives you 180 minutes of record time if your SD card can handle it. With the Wi-Fi off. Now if you turn the Wi-Fi on, that's cut down to about 90 minutes. And again, it communicates via Wi-Fi, and that's 802.11b, G, and N. I already pointed out it has a microphone. Audio's and weight of this is 2.75 ounces. To turn this on, you just hit the power button, just press and hold it for like a couple of seconds, and you can see it starts blinking. The Wi-Fi turns on for like a couple of seconds and then turns off. I'll let it do that just so you could sort of see the experience here. but it is on because you can see it has the constant red light on. Now that red light is not blinking. If it were blinking, that means it's recording. Now see how the Wi-Fi went out? So now you turn on the Wi-Fi, so you just press that button and it's red. Then you're going to go ahead and either go to an Android device or a in this case my iPad, and alright, I need to sort of back up, and you got to attach to this via Wi-Fi. So you're going to open up, you know, whatever it is that you open up to get on your Android or iPad type of device or iPhone device, and select, and it's GVT360I and then some numbers there. It does not require any kind of password or anything like that. So now I'm attached right now, and then I open up the app. Now this is the GVT-360i application. It's not in the store. It's not in the Apple Store. It's not in the Android Play or Google Play Store. You have to go to a website and download it. I provided the link below. It's to the www.suku.cc/app.html. Again, I provide the link in the description box below, so you're going to go there. You have to download it and then install it. So you're probably going to have to go into your device and authorize it to install something that's not coming from the Play Store. So you have to override some of your security to get a hold of these apps. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up, and you're not getting the experience because it's already running. So let me back up a second here. I want to close the app. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and click it so you sort of experience the hookup here, and there you go. And you can see how it's looking right there. And now, so this is live. It's not recording it. It's sort of giving you a preview. And by the way, it only has like a 1 or 2 foot range. I'm going to barely move this out from arm's length. Right now we're at about I don't know, 3 feet, and you can see it's starting to get a little pixelated. And I know with my phone I really can't get away more than a couple of feet and it's lost. So just keep that in mind. This is not meant for long range communication. This is very low power Wi-Fi going on here. There I am. You can see me right there. You can see my camera, and we can sort of pan around everything. You can look up. You can see all the lights. Lots of lights here. There's some of my lighting there. So, pretty cool. Now, within the app, you could view the camera as if it was mounted top down. So if I were to hold it this way, now it's right side up here. As you can see there, you can see my shirt. You can, you know, whatever. Or you could have it where it's looking straight forward. So if it were mounted like this, then you sort of just have it like a forward view right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to top view, sit this down like so. Let you look at my ugly mug right there. Now you can view this a number of different ways also. You could go with the same type of view, but see when I turn this how it's like looking at something 3D real time. See? I don't know. It uses your accelerometer inside the device to sort of motion around there. Now this view sort of looks front and back at the same time, if you know what I mean. So like if you had this mounted in a car, you could sort of see forward and back at the same time kind of deal. And then I'm going to go over to this view, this fisheye view. And what you're looking at here is the, you know, actually what the camera is seeing through the lens unmodified by the software. See that? Wow, makes me look fat. That looks pretty bad, don't it? Anyway, it sort of lets you see what that lens is actually doing right there. So pretty cool. Now I did take a awesome video a couple of minutes ago outside. What I did was I attached this device with some double-sided sticky tape to the bottom of my quadcopter, and I want to show you that. So I'm going to Now these are all stored on the card in here. It's still communicating via Wi-Fi. And we're going to go to the file that I think I recorded. Okay, found the right file. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So like I said, I put this on a quadcopter. And set it down here. Actually, let me hold. I got to swap the view because obviously I had it mounted, you know, this way. So I had to swap it. So right now it's sitting on my deck right there. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little more. I want to give you a better view here. So we're going to pivot up here. And the sad thing is there's no software to view this stuff on your computer. I mean, the .ts file is going to give you that fisheye round view, and that's it. And I've tried different software to stretch it out for normal viewing and 360 type of viewing. Can't find anything at the moment. But that doesn't mean there won't be something, or I haven't found the right software. Okay, so we're running, and my quadcopter here is going to take off in a moment. I can't believe my cheap little quadcopter actually lifted this freaking camera. It's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and sort of, there I am. And we are up in the air. I mean, look at that. Flying. So this is kind of a neat use if you could stick it to the quadcopter. You can see my roof. We just had to pay a fortune to get this roof redone. So look at that. I'm going to go ahead and pause this for a second. And while it's paused, I could still sort of move around there. And again, I could go to different views. Whoops, hold on. Like I'm going to go ahead and change that view to that bubble looking view. I think I have to be, there we go. So again, that's what the camera's seeing for real before the software modifies it to do whatever you want to do here. So for instance, this 360 degree view. And you can see me controlling the quadcopter there. I got the controller in my hand. So pretty slick, ain't it? I don't know if I can zoom in, zoom out kind of stuff. Look at that ugly guy there. Again, you can see the upper limit there. Again, it's 190 degrees whoosh, that way and 360 degrees around that way. So again, I can go to any view, you know, and I can look all around. It's recording everything at once. Not super duper resolution here, not even HD, but you got to remember this is a $75 camera. And if you do any research, even this camera is normally upwards of around $90 to $100. So this is a really good deal on Gearbest. And then other 360-degree cameras run, you know, upwards of $300 and $400. And you don't really get much more resolution. You just get some better software. Right now, this unit is hindered by the application and software that you use. Unfortunately, all your viewing and playing and working of this thing has to be done with an Android or iPhone or iPad type of device. Look at that. Just too cool. That's me crashing. Boof. So, too cool for school, huh? I'm going to go back live. Now, one feature that's missing from the iPhone, iPad one that the Android has, it has a little picture of a camera right there. So you could take a snapshot and it would save it to your phone. The Android app seems to be missing that particular feature. Where am I? There I am. Hello. Alright. I think I really covered everything. They have some technical names for some of these views. Spherical, panoramic. Both. This is touch. This is by motion, by accelerometer of your device. You have a flat panoramic right there, and the other one was called fisheye for obvious reasons. Getting back to this guy right there, and again, this button where it's top view or bottom view or front view, it does nothing for it does nothing to the camera. It has nothing to do with the camera. It just, you know, orients the picture in the software for you. The camera just takes whatever it's taking, and you view it you know, by selecting the appropriate point, you know, viewpoint, yada yada yada. Alright, and again, you can play back, start record, settings, not too much in the settings. They have segmentation duration as far as how long you want the videos to be or short, and then it just creates a new one, creates a new one, creates a new one. And you have light frequency. You could change the hertz. I guess if you let's say you have fluorescent light and you got a lot of blinking or something, you can go ahead and change that a little bit so you don't get any kind of weird effects. And you got camera information right there. Shows what firmware and software version right there. And this look, it's version 20160.119. Hopefully they'll add some new features. I would love it if they sort of did. It looks like you can set a Wi-Fi password up here if you wanted to, so it's nice that they provided that if you don't want to use the insecure method here. It says settings will take effect next time the camera reboots. We didn't change anything, but it does that regardless. If you, you know, if you go in the menu and out, regardless if you make any changes, it's gonna say that. So there you go. That is the Cube 360 panoramic camera. Wanted to see the quadcopter I had this mounted on? You ain't gonna believe this. This cheap guy that I reviewed. It was like $100 quadcopter that I also got off of Gearbest. I'll go ahead and put the link to this guy below too. This is not designed to carry something this heavy, but I wanted to make a cool video, so I really pushed this to its limit. But all I did was double sticky tape this to the bottom of this camera here. It was just stuck using double-sided tape, and I hope for the best. And it barely got off the ground there for a minute. I mean, I had to push the throttle all the way forward to get it to go up. So I didn't know if it was going to work, but I wanted to give you an exciting video. So what could I say? So do I recommend this? I recommend it with a caveat. Again, the resolution is 1280 by 1024 at 28 frames a second. This is a low resolution. You're not going to be able to get any kind of detail whatsoever. You know, it gives you a nice, good overview of everything, 360 degree. Things kind of get distorted at the edges. You might have noticed that with the pictures. So when you're scrolling down to the horizon of what this is filming, things are still sort of bending and kind of getting a little crazy. So picture quality's, yeah, but you know what? It's good for $75. And if you're someone like me who's not rich and is paying off for a new freaking roof, if you got an inexpensive guy, hopefully something a little better than this guy if you're going to be lifting something this heavy. But it's a cheap way into getting to 360 degree aerial photography, and you don't have to get up high to get a nice view of everything because it is such a wide angle fisheye lens. Now Wi-Fi, you saw that live. Don't expect that to be more than a couple of feet. So you can't do any kind of live viewing with this. So just turn the Wi-Fi off, stick this onto the bottom of the quadcopter or whatever you want to film. Hit the play button. Hit the play button, that big square button, and just let it do its thing. If you want to save battery power, turn the Wi-Fi off. You don't need to use a device to use the camera, and it'll save it all to that SD card in there. And then when you're done, if you want, you can take the SD card out, look at it on your camera, but all you're going to see is that fisheye kind of view. Or via Wi-Fi, use your Android device, use your iPad device, and view it. And those are really your only options as far as I know at the time of filming. If anybody is watching this later on and says, hey, stupid, you could use this video and straighten things up, blah, 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 go ahead and put it in the comments below for other people. Help each other out. That's what we sort of do. We sort of help each other out. It's a learning experience for everybody, right? Right. All right. For someone like me, I recommend it. I love it. I love it. Although this was sent to me, I would have definitely spent the $75 to test the waters for 360 degree aerial photography, but don't set your expectations up for $400 camera. It's $75 camera, okay? Alright, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every fan, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And don't forget to go down the description box, look at the links to the software, links to buy this, you know, and all the information, specifications I put in there, so you can, you know, in case I miss something, it's all down there. Okay, take care. Bye.